business is really warfare, but it's the activity of life itself. You say, well, business means I need to open up a business. Okay, yeah, that's right. But real activity of life has to deal with all the essentials of life that we must provide for ourselves, our families, our future. I have something in my pocket that, gee, where is it? Oh, yeah. I have a gold coin. In 1961, I was sitting with Elijah Muhammad, and he took out of his pocket a gold coin. This is 1 ounce of gold, pure gold, okay? Mr. Muhammad put it on the table. He said, one day soon, this gold coin will be the new medium of exchange. White people are moving into the inner city. Some of them knocking on doors. They come with money and they ask you for your gold. Because what they're giving you, I think I got some of that in my pocket. Yeah, I think I do. Now this is paper. This is not real money. This is real money. Silver as real money. Now you young people, some of the elders in the audience, like myself, this used to be called a silver certificate. How many old people in here know when this was a silver certificate? And you know what it said on the bottom? Pay to the bearer on demand $50 in silver, the real money. This is what you call monopoly money. Oh, you didn't hear me. We're going to do some business tonight. Because business is really warfare. What's about to happen? This week it came out in the news that in 2016, all the major banks are in trouble. It started with J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. What makes a bank in trouble? When the value of the paper that they have begins to lose its value, then the bank is in serious trouble. And so are we who have our money in the bank. Now, white people that are in your neighborhood, they're in the pawn shop now, and they're telling you in the window, bring the gold, we got cash for you. They know you don't know that this is losing its value every day. But gold will increase in value. Now this one here, I bought it today, or sent a brother to get it today, because I wanted to use it to explain something. 1 ounce of gold, this little piece right here, is 12.
He said, America is gone. Her money is gone. There's no more silver, no more gold. After a while, she may ask for copper. The money is worthless. Right now, the money has no value. This used to be a silver certificate that used to say, pay the bearer on demand $1 in silver. You can't get silver for it anymore. You can't get gold for it. It is the wealth of the country that's holding up the dollar. He said, soon you'll see money piled and burning in the streets. There will be another medium of exchange not coming from this country. He said, I warn you because I love you. Now listen to these words. She will fight and continue to fight. He mentioned Vietnam and other areas of Asia. But the last fight will be in East Germany, and there she will be destroyed. Now I want you to stop with me a minute. I want to talk about East Germany.
Assalamu alaikum, family. Good morning, everyone who is watching, whether you're watching by Facebook or by our YouTube channel, family. It's your brother Supreme X, CEO of Forward Money Network. And y'all know that we specialize in not just precious metal, but the ultimate superior precious metal on the planet, and that which is gold. We specialize in physical gold and digital cryptocurrency gold, right? So, family, now this stream today, I want to make this because this article came out about 2 days ago. And I know this is talking about Venezuela. So I know we in the States, we don't think internationally. So I know some of y'all are going to see this and say, what did this has to do with us over here? Now I'm going to show you what it has a lot to do with us over here and what is really going on in the big scheme of things, right? However, before we get into that, family, I just want to shout out all the new team members that have joined Forward Money Network. The team is exploding. All the new gold savers, all the people that have got their Evo packages. So shout out, because we in Team Forward, we on a 90-day run, and we're trying to free as many people as possible. This is day 8 of our 90-day run. We're running all the way to January the 1st, right? And we're running with this opportunity. However, we have to take the time out to teach our people, how to teach everybody the power of gold. We have to teach everybody about this. So we have to find reports and stories that revolve around gold, because the average person don't understand that gold is money, right? And I'm a student in the Nation of Islam under the guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and he has been preaching that gold is money since 1979. That we have record of, right? It might go back before that, but I know we got clear record of him telling us about the fall of the dollar, gold is money, and all of that, and that we should be getting gold. However, if you want a better understanding about the power of gold and about what's going on in America and what's going on around the world, when you see the American, not only the economy falling, but their government is falling, right? If you want a better understanding of that, go to store.finalcall and order this book right here, family. This book costs by $7, literally. By $7. Order this book, The Fall of America. It is detailed in here, step by step, event by event, year by year, what's happening right now that was written by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who we're going to pay a special tribute tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. With our Separation and Independence broadcast, we're going to pay a special tribute to the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad in the work that not only he didn't do, that he did not just for the Muslims, but he did for all Black America and all Black people out through the world. He showed us how to be God. He connected us back to our nature, because he did something with a 3rd grade education that no man has did before him or after him. Listen when I said he had a 3rd grade. He didn't make it past the 4th grade. So America can't claim he ain't got no degrees, no nothing. And a lot of the leaders that we like to hold dear to, he taught them. So we're going to pay a special tribute to him because he turned 123 yesterday, right? So this is his week. This is his month. He's the real author of the real Black history, right? So family, so let's get into this topic. All right. Now this is heavy, and I just want y'all I want us to pay attention, and we're going to bring it back to us as we go to Venezuela. Okay. Now this was released by RT. Now I say Venezuela wins UK court decision in battle to get its gold back. Now, if you don't know, in that Venezuela fiat currency, I don't remember the name of it, but about a year or so ago, they fiat currency hit total 100% total inflation. So it inflated and they could no longer spend it no more. I think like one of their currency was probably like worth $10,000 or something like that, right? So it just got out of hand. They went into a hyperinflation and their currency collapsed. Now you have a civil war going on that we'll get into a little later because he's mentioning here too. The UK's appeals court has ruled in favor of President Nicolas Maduro's government in the battle to repatriate. Repatriate means give back. Venezuela's $1 billion worth of gold held at the Bank of England. Bank of England is one of the major central banks in the world, reversing an earlier decision. The UK High Court ruled in favor of opposition politician Juan Guaido earlier this year, saying that London unequivocally recognizing him as interim president as the South African nation rather than President Nicholas. The judgment came as the two sides were battling for access to gold reserves stored in the vaults of the Bank of England. Now, check this out. Y'all got to hear this, family. This is so deep. This is so deep, right? In Venezuela, their president that was voted in is Nicolas Maduro, right? That's the president. Now, this man, Juan Guaido, is a rebel who has stood up and said, no, he the president. Now, why is this significant? Because NATO has bagged the rebel. Y'all gotta understand what's going on, family. This is deep. This is your government that you're voting for. America is part of NATO. England is part of NATO. Germany is part of NATO. Israel is part of NATO. This is so deep, and the significance of this, right? Now, that's what's going on. So they saying that London, recognize him as interim president, but he wasn't voted in. You feel what I'm saying? He's just a rebel that stood up and said, no, I'm the president of Venezuela, right? This is heavy. All right. And Venezuela's allies are Iran and Russia. The UK Court of Appeals overturned the previous lower court ruling on Monday, saying that the gold case should be reconsidered. The judges, led by Stephen Mayles, found that the UK's government statements on Guaido may not have reflected the reality on the ground. Thus, London's recognition of Guaido's is ambiguous, or at any rate less than unequivocal. The judge said in the ruling, Maduro's legal team insisted during September hearings that the elected leader was holding power de facto. Venezuela's central bank, Banco Central de Venezuela, BCV, bagged Maduro, that's the real president, was seeking to release the bullion, saying the country needs funds to battle the coronavirus outbreak, including purchases of necessary medical equipment. Now, hold on. This for us that don't understand that gold is money. Why, if gold is not money, why are they saying they need the gold to make purchases, to buy necessary medical equipment to help with the outbreak of coronavirus? say they need funds. So, but we don't understand that gold is money. Gold is money. Cash, that's currency. It's just a medium of exchange, but it's not money because it doesn't hold its value. So why is the Bank of England not wanting to give them their gold if gold is not important? Now, hold on. I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna connect this to why gold is important to our freedom, justice, and equality, in us becoming an independent nation, in us receiving real reparation. See, without them giving us gold, we cannot get reparation. Without them giving us gold, we're not accepting nothing without gold being on the table from America for reparation for the transatlantic slave trade. And I'm gonna show you why in a minute. The opposition says the funds could be misappropriated and sought to block access for the Mondo government. The British court sided with Guaido after Venezuela sued the Bank of England for withholding its gold, but Carcanis won the right to challenge the decision in July. BCV board solicitor said that the lower court judgment had led to a completely unrealistic situation. He earlier stated that the outcome of the case could present a further threat to the international perception of English institutions as being free from political interference, as well as the Bank of England's reputation abroad as a safe repository for Soviet assets. Now, if you don't know, a lot of the third world nations, they give their gold to England or America to hold, so just in case of a war, if anything break out, nobody can just run in their bank, civil wars, and just take their gold, right? But when you give it to the man that took the gold from everybody, they hold it. And then now they don't want to give these folks gold back that's worth $1 billion. That's worth $1 billion that's going up in value because gold goes up in value, it appreciates. But they don't want to give these people their gold back. Now, how is this connected to us? How is this connected to us? How is this important to us to understand what's going on? All right. We hear that Venezuela deposited gold, might have been decades ago, in the Bank of England, because all independent nations has precious metals. You're really not independent if you do not have any precious metals reserves. You're really not independent, right? You follow what I'm saying? But they make the mistake and give it to the Bank of England, the Bank of America, the Federal Reserve, or the IMF, or any of those, the world serpent, right? We know about the Federal Reserve, the IMF, the World Bank, the ECB, the European Central Bank, the Bank of Germany, the Bank of England, the Bank of Italy, the Bank of France. These are all the crooks now. These are the international bankers set up by the House of Rothschild. You want to know more about the House of Rothschild, then go and get this book, The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews, Volume 2. Go and get this book. This is real history. Now, how is this gold connected to us? Why is this important to us when we see anything dealing with gold with independent nations? For one, like I said, we can't be independent without gold, and we can't separate from the enemy financially, economically without gold. Remember that. The enemy controls the dollar, but he can't control the value of gold. He can manipulate it, but he can't control it. Just follow this now. All right. In the Nation of Islam that was started in the West by a man named Master Fard Muhammad, who we say is Allah in person. This is the teacher to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, right? He came to North America and made himself known, appeared among us in Detroit in 1930, July 1930. He met the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, who at that time was Elijah Poole, in 1931, September, right? He left the scene and hasn't been seen since in 1934. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad was the head of the nation and did all this work that we're going to go into tonight and show you tonight, all the work that he did for 44 years, but 41 years absent after the departure of Master Fard Muhammad. Now, Master Fard Muhammad was such a wise man, right? He came out of the holy city of Mecca, right? He was a wise man. He had a black father and he had a white mother. Now, if you see him in the background of the screen, that's him with our Fard Money logo. That's the only picture that was left of him, right? He taught the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad everything that you know about the nation, everything that contained, everything that is said from the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan. Master Fard Muhammad brought that knowledge, brought that wisdom. Point blank, period. It didn't come from nowhere else. It came from him, Allah, in person, the great Mahdi, meaning the guide, right? He gave us a bottle of knowledge, a bottle of wisdom called the Supreme Wisdom Lessons. So in one of them, now gold all the way through our lessons. So when you hear the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad saying gold gonna be the new medium of exchange, the minister telling us, reminding us that the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said this, Master Fard Muhammad was the man that brought this knowledge. This did not come from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and it did not come from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. It came from Master Fard Muhammad, right? So I just want y'all to understand. So in our bottle lessons, you have to be a registered member to get this, but I just want to read y'all a portion of it that he told us, right? This is our English lesson C1. Now in it, it has detail with our history, right? So it comes here. I'm gonna start here and say, can the devil fool a Muslim? Not nowadays. Do you mean to say that the devil fooled them 379 years ago? This is the answer. Yes, the trader made an interpretation that they received gold for their labor, more than they were earning in their own country. Then did they receive gold? No, the trader disappeared and there was no one that could speak their language. Then what happened? Well, they wanted to go back to their own country, but they could not swim 9,000 miles. Now, pause right there. Let's pause right there. The trader made an interpretation, meaning he told us we was going to receive more gold because 379 years ago, from 1934, when the Supreme Wisdom Lessons came out, it was no fiat currencies on the planet. Well, I ain't gonna say it wasn't no fiat currencies on the planet, but us in Africa and in that Middle Eastern area where we come from, that all that area, Africa, Middle East, that's where we come from, we wasn't using fiat currency. Gold was money to us, right? So for them to trick us, they got to lie to us about gold, right? But they lied to us about gold. We got over here, we ain't received no gold for our labor because we was on a plantation for free labor for 310 years. Then we've been let off the plantation since 1865, right? Since 1865 for nearly free labor, but we've been just getting dollars that ain't worth nothing, right? And we still getting these worthless dollars for our labor that ain't worth nothing. They brought us over here to work, not to enrich us, but to enslave us and to make England in the Western world wealthy and rich, right? That's why we had to understand and get the other book that's called How Did White Folks Get So Wealthy? How did they get so rich? That you can go to store.com, find a call, and order that book too, right? How did they get so rich? They got so rich because they, just imagine if you was to hold somebody pay for 90 days. If somebody worked for you and you helped they pay for 90 days. But what if you had 100,000 people like this? They work for you. You got this many people working for you and you don't pay them for 90 days. Now imagine this, right? Imagine that, right? Y'all following what we're saying? How wealthy would you be if you had we're just gonna use a small number, 10,000 people working for you for 90 days, day in and day out, and you didn't pay them. You helped they pay. How fat would you be at the end of them 90 days? Now, it was a few million of us that they helped our pay throughout America for 310 years. Not 310 days, not even 310 months, but 310 years they helped our pay and didn't give us nothing. Now, America owes us gold. Do America have it? Well, let's see. Let's see. Do America have it? Because we can go to the debt clock and we can pull up America's gold reserves. So here it is right here. Gold holding by country in ounces. America's leading the way. America is leading the way. Right? Y'all see this? It say America has, this is the United States, 286,846 683 ounces of gold. So they got our gold that they lied to, that they promised us, and they tricked us over here. See, and that's another reason too, as I come to a conclusion with this stream, that's another reason why we Muslims in the nation, we don't follow the doctrine coming out of the East. Whether it's coming from Africa or whether it's coming from the Middle East, we don't follow that. Why? Because they let Satan, the devil, trick them, and they had the Holy Quran in their hand. So why would we follow their methodology? Why would we follow their theology when they let them trick us to the plantation into this condition right now? Even though it was ordained by the Supreme Being, yes, but we don't follow them, because if they had been sticking to the Quran and they had understood the Quran and comprehended the Quran, then the enemy would have never been able to trick them, because the Quran details you the nature of Satan. The nature of everything. But the nature of Satan is in the Holy Quran in detail to show you his characteristics, show you his doing, show you how he's going to attack you, right? It's all in there. Now, that's why we in the nation, we don't follow nothing coming out the East. That's why when you see us, we look totally different from the Islamic world, because we're bringing a new world of Islam. Only the principles will stay the same. But however, America has the gold, family, 286,000 ounces, almost 287,000 ounces of gold, but they're giving us paper. The Federal Reserve took the dollar off the gold standard in 1913. In Fort Knox, where is all this gold at? That's the question. Because they're supposed to have it in Fort Knox, but Fort Knox ain't been audited in probably 40, 50 years. Do the research. If I'm in error, go and dig up something, bring me the actual fact, and then show me I'm in error, and I will make the correction and say, okay, they've been audited 10 years ago or whatever. But for my study, my research, Fort Knox hasn't been audited in about 40 years. In about 40 years. So where is the gold at? Do they even have the gold? Probably not. Because when they took the dollar off the gold standard, and then when President Franklin Roosevelt in 1933 made it illegal for the citizens of America to possess bullion gold and gold in coin form. Bullion and coin form gold. You could only have jewelry gold. It was illegal. It was mandated that the citizens turn in their gold to who? The Federal Reserve. Ain't that something? You telling me I can't have it, but you telling me to turn it in to the international banker. So if we just look under the surface of that, It looked like the international bankers, the Zionists, got all the gold. So they holding Venezuela gold, don't want to give them their gold, and then they owe us reparation in gold, and they don't want to give us reparation because it will break their back. They got to split up this wealth. They don't want to do that because they know without gold, family, we cannot be an independent nation. I'm sorry. I know this is a hard pill to swallow because we don't know nothing about gold. They don't teach us nothing about it, family. But we cannot separate from this enemy without gold, and we cannot be independent without gold. It just these two factors they just writing it that. It is all detailed in our lessons that Master Fard Muhammad brought us. He brought the science that gold was money. He brought the science to business, the science to banking. He exposed the Rothschild to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's why the minister stands so strong against them right now, because he is the chief student in the classroom. He is the man of the hour to deliver us. That's why they hate him so much. They took our YouTube channel down. They took the Final Call YouTube channel down. They took the minister off Twitter, Instagram, in Facebook, in YouTube. So we got to understand why. Because he is exposing white supremacy at the root of it. See, a lot of people attacking white supremacy on the surface, but only the Nation of Islam is attacking white supremacy at the root. However, it's a wonderful day. If you want to get you some gold now while you still bumbling with these dollars, we have that opportunity and that solution for you right now, right? We don't have to wait on America to give us reparation because they might don't never give it to us, right? You can take reparations into your own hand and you can free your household from the international bankers' control. Yeah, you need currency as long as it has value to pay bills and do little stuff with like that, yeah, but it's not wealth, right? So take a percentage of your currency, a percentage of your earnings, and ensure your financial stability. Gold is insurance. You got phone insurance. We got insurance on iPhone. We got car insurance. We got home insurance. We got life insurance. But you don't have no insurance on your earnings that you go and labor for all of your life. So this is what we're offering you. We're offering you money insurance. Gold is insurance to your income. Without it, you're not insured. You do not depend on the bank to insure you. Do not depend on the bank to insure you, because we're seeing right now, these folks gold that Venezuela gave to them to hold, to keep it out of the way of the terrorists. And now the Bank of England don't even want to give these people their gold back because they might don't even have it. We got to understand this scam. Woo-hoo. They might don't even have it. And if they just come out outright and say they ain't going to have it, what's going to happen? All the other nations that they seeing this, they're going to start calling for their gold because countries pay debts in gold. They don't pay it in cash, right? China's going to call for the debt of America, and they want gold. They don't want dollars. They dump in the treasuries. Russia going to call for the debt. They dump in the United States treasury. This thing is going up, man. This thing is finna go up. We are entering the war Armageddon. All of these nations about to go to war. With who? America, England, and Israel. These three nations here. England is the daddy, America is the son, and Israel is the little son, the baby son, right? And they all connected. So when one go to war, they all gonna go to war. And they have robbed the planet of its natural resources. But we are pulling the cover off of them, and we are offering to the people a way out if they want the way out. So with that being said, family, we will see y'all tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We do have our fast track training with our freebie opportunity, and we can teach you all about this. So to get out of the grip or the scheme, the scam of the world serpent, the international bankers to get out of their grabs, you got to get gold and you need to be looking at cryptocurrencies. And we offer you both that. And you need to get involved in network marketing. You need to get involved in some type of network marketing deal, affiliate marketing, MLM. This is what frees you from their grip. Why? See, the network marketing deal gives you tax benefits. Whether it's MLM, affiliate marketing, don't matter. It gives you tax benefits, so you get out of, you safeguard yourself from the tax code that was set up in 1913, right? Gold safeguards you from the whim in the floating fiat currency. Are they manipulation of the currency and all of that? Gold does that for you. So those two elements you have to do to become financially independent. You need gold for one first, and you need to get involved in some type of network marketing deal. If you don't even try to make money, at least you can write off some of the taxes. I'm not a tax expert. I'm not a financial expert. I'm not a financial planner, financial advisor. I'm just telling you. You can take it however you want to take it. Network marketing is going to give you tax breaks because Trump set the tax code up for entrepreneurs. If you're a network marketing, you're an entrepreneur. Man, don't listen. Listen, all that, it ain't your product, all that. Okay, you keep paying your taxes. You keep worrying about a product, where the product coming from and all that. You worry about that while we are experiencing financial freedom, a freedom lifestyle. You keep yourself in the trick bag of the enemy. That's what you do then. If you thinking you got superior knowledge to what we're saying, you keep yourself in that trick bag then. We're just going to experience this freedom. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to keep building leverage. We're going to keep getting gold. And we're going to keep teaching people how to build leverage, how to get gold, how to get out of the trick bag. That's what we're going to do in Forward Money, right? We're just telling you, do what you want to do with the information, right? Gold in a system is 10 times better than getting gold outside of a system. Point blank period. 10 times, right? And our gold is linked to this bank you see us by, Gold Standard Bank. We're not bringing the gold standard back. No. We're bringing the new form of the gold standard in a way that the world has never seen. In a way that the world has never seen. This is what we're bringing, family. So, with that being said, family, we got to jump over here. And I will see y'all tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, Forward Money, please go do so. Follow us on Twitter, Forward Money. Follow us on Facebook, Forward Money Network. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Forward Money. Now, if somebody, you see this on their wall, do not contact me. Get with that person. Because they probably already in this deal and they can show you everything and teach you everything and get you set up with everything that you need to know to experience this freedom lifestyle. To get out of the trick bag of the world serpent, the international bankers and the Zionists who control the banking system, right? We just teaching you the signs of banking, the signs of warfare, the signs of business. We giving it to you uncut, in the raw, and it's simple. It's so simple. But you got to understand these sciences and you got to comprehend these sciences. That way you can fight back, right? So family, if you do see this on my wall, go to forwardmoney.net and set up a request for more information, and then we will contact you. Leave us your phone number, your email, and we will give you a contact, and we will set up an interview call with you and get you set up with this freedom system that we're bringing to the whole world. So with that being said, family, we will see y'all at 7 o'clock Eastern Time tonight, and then we will see y'all tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, with the Separation and Independent broadcast, and we got a special tribute to the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad for his birth anniversary. That's what we're going to do tonight. So with that being said, family, we will see y'all then. Assalamu alaikum, salam, peace, au, we out.